Let's start streaming. Alright. Let's go ahead and let me take this crap off. So I don't need this. Yeah, we live, man. I know we're late.
Guys!
We're late. Sorry, that's my
Late
fault.
as hell.
That's my fault. I apologize.
Yeah, that's his fault.
I apologize. I don't have the chat up, just so you know.
I'll get it up there.
So yeah, if you get it up, then I don't have to get it up.
I'm working on it.
Well, because I mean, only one of us needs to get it up.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, whoever
And
gets
there
it
we
up,
are. I'm
whoever,
up. We're up. We up. Yeah.
whoever gets it up first. I mean, I guess.
This is a competition.
I guess that's the winner.
All right, I got it up first.
Because-
I win. What do I
because-
win, Charlie?
Well, I can tell you what I'm about to lose. This booty hole.
I don't know how I feel.
How did we
Getting
get on
up
this
first,
already?
here I am.
How did we get on this already?
It doesn't take long, man. It does not take long.
Already, number 4, already complete. Off on a tangent. Done. Yeah, what's going on, folks? How y'all doing? You know who I am.
You
You know
I
who
am.
you know who he is. And if you don't, go back and check out the other videos. Enough said. We just gonna start. Ow, son of a. All right, I gotta figure out a new layout for this daggum chair, cause that hurt. I almost broke my toe. So
So you shouldn't be doing that.
in other news, in other news, what I'm gonna do, and it's
Or
number 1 on the
he
list.
didn't, but he didn't.
I'm gonna build something.
Because he said he was going to build something.
I'm gonna build something.
I swear to God, if he actually names it to something.
I'm not gonna name it something.
Oh. Okay.
Because it's gonna be one of my already that are built. What in the world? They've been quiet all night, and now all of a sudden they just want to sit there and make all this daggum noise in the background.
Oh, that's because, kids.
Go in there and beat the crap out of them. I'm gonna put a whooping on them.
He's going to put a whooping on him. You heard it here first, folks.
Anyways, so know what I've got to do, and I've got to test this out, but I need to build my fleet up for
Right.
what number 2 is, my playoff tournament.
Okay,
So
let's
what-
get into this. So, judging by the fact of what you're talking about and what you just said, we can assume that the playoff tourney has started for you?
It unfortunately it has not. So obviously I was gone.
Ah!
I was gone out of town, and then I
Hey,
literally
Ron, yeah.
literally got back.
Sorry.
I literally just got back
We're late.
Tuesday evening, Tuesday afternoonish, and it has done nothing but rain. Before I left, like
You moved to a great spot.
well, I mean, no, it was going to be like that regardless of where I was at, because this rain is coming from the tropics and the storms that have come up from there.
I was
and the
meaning
Gulf.
Florida. I was
So-
meaning Florida. I didn't mean.
But yes, it's literally rained for like almost 3 weeks, like 2 weeks straight. And dude, what did you chew on that?
It's an experiment. It's a phase 3, dude. You know
I
it's
can-
not going to fly like that.
Yeah, well, when you cutting all that nonsense out, it probably will.
Well, when we start talking technology, I'll tell you about it. But we'll still stay on topic with your tourney that hasn't happened yet.
But my plan was, remember, like I said, I was going to build like 5 of each plane, and then do out the bracket, and then go from there. Well, I didn't get a chance to build like I planned on it, so now I'm starting the building phase of the playoff bracket. So I've got to build 5 of each plane, and then from there, once I have them, I have to go out and fly them individually to find out the range, and then I'll have the playoff tournament after that once I figure out the range.
Okay. Okay.
So,
cool.
but I mean, it's literally like my yard is like half flooded. The park down the street is like half flooded. Because I mean, one of the towns north of us literally had like 21 inches of rain. I think today.
Why the hell is Florida not underwater, man?
That's what I'm saying. Like they were underwater. Like, so it was bad for them. Like,
yeah,
like,
pretty bad for
dude,
them.
like that's terrible. Like, for me, it's not so bad right now.
Right.
I can't obviously fly. My yard, my grass looks like a jungle out there because I haven't been able to cut it.
I just had to mow mine the other day.
Man, it's not how well you mow, it's how well you mow fast.
Dude, I can mow my yard in an hour, and it was peaceful, quiet, comfortable because it was only like 68 degrees. I gotta admit,
an hour? You pushed that thing, didn't you?
This is the only time. This is the first time in my life I've ever mowed a northern yard versus a southern yard, and I gotta say, I'll take the northern over a southern any day.
Yeah. Well, you want to know? It was like 90-something% humidity today.
Well, it was like 90. It was 90% humidity today too, actually.
Well, that sucks.
Has been for the past couple of days, actually. We topped 90 degrees yesterday.
Well, then it's not any cooler.
No, it's not.
So
but when I mowed, it was.
Oh, well.
I mowed on Sunday, and Sunday was just fine.
Oh yeah, Sunday was hot. Every day's hot.
Every day's hot.
You don't get a cool day. I mean, the coolest you get is like 7-8 o'clock in the morning. So you might as well just go from there.
You might want to go ahead and just get like floodlights, put them in your yard, and mow it at like 2 in the morning because that's about as cool as it's gonna get.
Yeah, that's about what you're gonna get. I'm gonna turn you up just a little bit, just in case.
Okay.
There we go.
15.
Yeah, because I can tell mine is loud, but I don't know how.
Yours seems all right, man.
Well,
I hear you, and everything's cool. So
you're what you hear and what they hear are two different volumes.
No, I know, and that's what I was saying. Like, you were quiet to me earlier, but like,
well,
I'm willing to bet they probably found your volume was just fine for them. So.
Oh well, yeah, no, I changed it a little bit. So I mean, I changed that. So. We should be good. Let me grab the let me grab the one that I'm going to start with tonight.
Okay. He's talking about a build.
Yeah, I'm going to build.
He's going to name it the something.
No, I'm not naming it the something.
Yeah, I was hoping so.
I'm not naming it something. But I am going to build that. I'm going to build. Ooh, that's going to be tempting. I don't know if I want to build it out of green. I don't know if I want to build it out of green. Would you build anything long range out of green?
Yeah, I suppose long range. Yeah, you could do that out of green.
No,
I mean just because, flights overhead. I mean, yeah, of course those flights typically are overhead, but if you could keep it at a lower altitude, it might blend in with the background pretty good.
Yeah, that's my problem. That's my problem. I don't necessarily want it to blend in with the background.
Yeah, I know. It's always a trick, isn't it? It's always a trick.
Trying to find this thing is going to be a pain in the butt. So.
Well, that's like a different color green than the average grass is, though, right? That's not like.
Yeah, it's. I gotta fix my lighting in here, but this is not your typical green grass green. It's more like a lighter color. So we'll do that. We'll do one pink, two white, one green, and then we'll get. Let me get.
Now, is this an idea you had?
No, you're gonna see. I'm not leaving you out.
I was wondering if you were building something like. Remember, I was building a OAE plane last week, and then
No. Like I said, I've got to build what I've got.
Oh, I know that. No, I know that. That's what
So
I mean. It's like you got a plan. So I was wondering.
yeah, let me. I mean, I don't have to. I don't think I have to unplug anything. I don't think I
Folks,
do.
he does have, I mean, he's got a good amount of sheets to show us. So, I'm sure he's using like kind of like going with our advanced material stuff. Nothing like what you've got, Robert, but some cool stuff anyway.
Yep.
Advanced for us. I mean, yours would be if we built a taper plane, man, it'd be super advanced. So,
All right. So
your philosophy, Robert's philosophy, taper planes are just so much. I mean, this is more like a traditional plane, depending on how you're brought up. And I mean, like certain ones from the Orient can be like White Wing style, where they use cardstock and balsa wood to turn into a glider that actually has a tailplane and wings and a separate fuselage. It looks more like a real plane, and that's their norm, So, but his norm is more like a flying body that's actually got, some shape to it. There's wings and it's got a molded fuselage and it's rounded. Nothing like this where it's all angles. So, to each their own. Although I have seen the progress, Robert has been showing me the progress of how he's going about building NASA's paper plane,
6.
turning it into taper. It's coming along pretty good.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's what I thought. 6 by 6. 6 by 6.
By 6.
6 by 6.
By
So let's
6.
do 6 by 6.
By 6.
By 6.
There you go.
So that's I got it. 1, 2, 3.
It's 6
4,
inches by 6 inches by
5,
6 days.
6. Right, 6.
That's about as long as it takes to get it done.
4, 5, 6. Okay, so that's 6.
Because we are stupid.
Cause you is stupid, okay? You is stupid, okay? Yeah, I'm not a stupid. You are stupid. Don't tell me I'm a stupid. You are stupid. I'm not a stupid, okay?
You're not a stupid?
I'm not a stupid. I'm stupid.
I should have grabbed another body because I should build another one with another idea in it, but I'll do what I can with. Oh my god, I didn't code it the proper way because it actually has a number. It has a number. Can you believe it? It has a number. This is another one, by the way, folks, that like number 565 there. If you can see, I said like it's built March 1st, 2010, but I just formed it today, so it's already 10 years old before it takes to the skies.
Okay. So there's that. Now I gotta have.
I don't want to base it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then
Stupid.
let's do it from the side.
Let's do it stupid.
No, you are stupid.
We are not a stupid.
You are stupid.
We are a production company. We are stupid. Okay, so he's building, folks.
1, 2.
I can't see it
3.
because of where his camera's at, but
Oh, snap.
I can see the very edge of your fingers, but we can't see what's going down.
Oh, I didn't fix that. My bad.
There you go. That's a little bit better. Now we lost it again. There, yeah. That's the stuff. Hey, man, it looks like mine.
Yeah.
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 Oh, so, wow, he's building.
Yeah.
You're going to be building for a second, right?
I've got 5 of these to build.
I know.
That's if I don't
Okay.
build the other 5. So that's 10 planes possibly tonight.
Okay.
So we gonna get, we in it deep. I mean, I'm just.
We in it deep now.
I mean, I'm in it deep, and I'm
Yeah,
late.
did you like seeing your plane taped up? Remember
You
that
act like
video
I had internet while I was gone.
No, what I mean is, no, that video I showed you like before. Remember I showed you like he did it in that video he sent me, the flight to your plane like ridiculously taped up, that red one?
No, I didn't see nothing.
Yes, you did. Don't be lying.
I didn't see it.
And you said, oh, you have. He said he didn't see it in flight so well. I mean, he saw the pictures and he saw like the video, but
Oh yeah, but I don't know which one it was.
we had a thing trying to figure out whether it was a Venom or a Viper or Vortex, or excuse me, a Viper or Vortex. Could have been a Venom. That's fine. It flew away. He said he flew away. He lost it. Well, that's just about right. We've been dealing with lost planes for a long damn time. I tell you, I got some trees in my yard that kind of scared me. Although I do have
That's
a
why the video
nice,
cut out like that.
I do have a nice wide street though in the front, so I should be okay. I mean, I'm not gonna let no trees shy away. Although I do have a spruce in the corner, so
So how far is it
still.
from where you're at now?
What do you mean, like distance away or?
Like yeah, like as far as so the park that you fly at, you know, the one right down the street from
Yeah,
the place that I know.
yeah.
How far is it from there?
From the park?
Or
No, I'm
like
kidding.
from your current from
Right,
your
no, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. You just said the park though, so.
yeah yeah yeah.
It's about an hour north.
Whoa. Okay, so you're not even like yeah, you're not. Oh, okay,
Yeah, we moving out of town. Yeah.
dude. Like to where?
To Mayville. It's called Mayville. Town called Mayville. What's going on, OAE? No, you still don't know what I'm gonna do, huh? Not with the TwinVulcan? I feel you, man. I don't know what to do with. I don't know. I wouldn't know what to do with that either. I'm
Where?
serious.
Like you know what? If I was still there, I'd be angry at you
Why? Why?
because
Because
because you
reasons?
move it an hour north.
Well, I wouldn't do that if you was here, but you're not here, so.
Yeah, you. How
No,
would
I
you
would
not?
not. Well, because then I would change like directions, probably go south or west.
Thanks. Like I go an hour south instead of an hour north.
Well, the thing is like you get a lot more for your money if you stay out of the general vicinity here.
Well,
And
true. I mean,
we did know we weren't going to be in Milwaukee County for obvious reasons, because A, I wanted a yard, and B, taxes. So,
you don't talk to me about taxes. We've already had this stupid conversation. I'd take your taxes any day.
it's like, dude, it's a no-brainer. I
We don't
mean,
have
we
state
saved
tax, but man, we got some property tax.
we saved anywhere from $1,500 to $4,500 by not living in Milwaukee County. So I'm like, nah, thank you very
Let's switch
much.
it to Geico.
Right? They know where we live now, and it's visible on maps.
She sounds like mine. Don't be telling everybody your info.
I mean, besides that, if you buy it, it's public record.
Yeah,
Anybody can go on their line and see it.
but yes, but they'd have to know your full name, which we don't disclose that.
Yeah, like his is Brian Mitchell.
Okay, you are stupid. Okay, my name is Pedro. Okay, and I work for NASA.
It is a bit expensive, I would imagine, to put two of those two together. I mean, I can't imagine trying to put two of any of my planes together and get the same results. However, I do want to try it again, even though I don't think I'm gonna glean any information from it, because again, it's just the production is expensive and the material is expensive. I get where you're coming from. By the way, hi OAE. We're already talking about you, and I didn't say hi officially, but OAE's on too.
Word. Okay. I don't know if you can tell what I'm building yet.
Well, you started with a 6x6, right?
Yep.
So I'm guessing it's going to be Ekron.
You are not a stupid.
Not that that's your only plane with a 6x6, but judging by the material, that layout, and it started with a 6x6, that's Ekron.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
that's the only plane in your inventory that makes your heads look big. It looks like a teeny tiny plane.
What'd you say? What'd you say? I'm having trouble with this crease
Are
right
you
here.
you trying to hold that fold down? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So we're taking this fold here. We're holding this down, just right here.
Yeah. Hold it at the tips, right here, and this one right here.
So while he's building though, he mentioned I built this phase 3 just, I don't know if y'all caught it at the very beginning of the show because I was finishing this up, but this is a new little thing that I'd heard about and wanted to explore. Um, one of the, let me talk about this tech. We'll do our little tech talk, even though we didn't put it on there, but
Yeah, we didn't put the tech talk on there because I wasn't sure if we were going to actually do tech talk. I mean, even though we normally do tech talk, I wasn't.
right.
I hadn't decided if we were going to do tech talk. I don't know if you know where I got that from.
What tech talk? You got the tech talk from Tech Talk, I think, right?
No, I got the tech talk from Kevin Hart.
Yeah.
He says TikTok all the time. He said, "Want to do a TikTok? Come on, let's do a TikTok. Anybody want to do a TikTok? I'm doing TikTok." Kevin Hart is so stupid.
Kevin Hart forgot to take his drugs for ADHD when he was a little kid. Now he still got it.
Now he's stupid.
Dude, how did you get the name Ultra Delta Mega? That sounds like a sorority
Kappa Mega.
of big bitches.
Yep. You are correct, sir.
I mean, that's just too many vowels at the end of words for me, my brain to comprehend. It's like
The best of the best of the
Ultra
best,
Delta
sir.
with honors.
With us. Yeah, I forgot that.
Your boy Captain America over here.
Oh, I forgot about that. Oh, I need that soundbite too.
Oh, you need a soundbite of him pulling that table across at the end of it, going, "You want to get in on this?" We do that every time we move a chair across a tile floor. Just, you want to get in on this?
Oh man.
Anyway, so the
Oh
TikTok we're
man.
talking
So this
about
is the
here.
bottom. This is the top. Oh, this is gonna
Okay.
be. Oh, this is gonna blend.
Yeah, it's gonna blend right the hell in.
Oh man.
Actually, that's gonna look really cool because you got a blue side and a green side.
Yeah.
Yeah, which
Like,
is of
This
course
is
ideal.
this is hopefully the bottom that you'll catch when it's flying, so you'll be able to catch the bottom in the picture against a blue background. You'll be able to catch it better. But then, like if they're trying to look at it from the top, like if it turns this way, you know, you're gonna have a hard time seeing it against the blue, because this actually blends in fairly well with this blue.
So we've turned this into a little bit of a camouflage talk too.
Tech talk.
Tech talk,
Talk about tech talk.
the best of the best.
Talking about
Ultra
tech
Delta
talk.
Mega. Until somebody builds the
Oh,
Super Ultra Delta Mega Turbo +3.
I gotta go here.
But anyway, so I was getting with this. So
I gotta go here.
I read about this one and I wanted to experiment with this because one of the latent issues with your generic paper plane bodies, some of y'all with the rounded bodies, I'm looking at you, Taper, won't experience it too much, but like a lot of drag comes from the actual continuous fuselage here. And you can't, in a lot of cases, not all cases, but in a lot of cases, you can't simply just take the fuselage off and expect it to fly right, because then the wind doesn't, it helps it stabilize. To eliminate some of the drag effects, a few engineers in the past have described cutting these teeth in the fuselage so the air has, I guess, places to take some interruption. It's kind of like putting vortex generators on the top of the wings and stuff. They had no set pattern, and it kind of goes with me cutting the holes in the center before, but this is a little bit bigger. So I'm going to have a couple others with different locations for these teeth, if you will. But we're going to test them and see exactly how many holes work out in stabilizing the body. It shouldn't create any of the rocking motion you get when these typically fly, but it's supposed to extend their range. It's supposed to make some of the glidability better, and of course you're lightening the weight of the aircraft a little bit. This one in here, in the particular, on this particular plane anyway, is right about the center of gravity. As a matter of fact, that's where, approximately where I throw it. Well, I probably throw it just a hair forward of it, but it's approximately where I throw it. So it doesn't matter that the hole is open and passes through so much as it just is there. It's in one of the publications I have. I have a great deal of publications on flying origami. So just something I wanted to test to see if this going to be beneficial. and it's supposed to benefit longer range gliders. So I'll take this into testing and I'll give you guys updates just to see
so
like
I
if
made
this
that one a
thing
little
really,
bit steeper. Okay.
if you want this to like use on yours. I mean, or if any of y'all have actually done it already, it'd be good to know too, because so far, I mean, like what's written about it shows it pretty good. I've not seen any in flight. I've not seen any used before. This will be the first example I've tried without going with a straight up giant hole. But
Okay. That.
the Super Samurai Ninja. No, his big one's called the Samurai. Ultra Delta Mega. I'm telling you, Super in front of that. I saw those names, Taper and like Robert, you beginning of your videos, and I was like, oh yeah, that's kind of, yeah. I'm actually wondering if I don't know if you guys have been catching Flat 13's video. Him updating us on the build. Those are pretty cool, very in depth. It's funny how he's taking like so far 3. Is he on part 3 or part 4? We just released another one, but like I don't know if it's 3 or 4. However, 3 or 4 2-hour shows. And usually a little bit over 2 hours. Usually goes to 2 hours and 15 minutes. But 3 or 4 2-hour shows on building one plane. I'll tell you, if I did 3 or 4 2-hour shows, you'd have about 40 planes in front of you right now. Actually, that's not true. I'm a little bit more detailed than that. I'd probably have like 25 or so.
Yep.
But I mean, if we did 10-second planes.
Oh no. Get down in there.
It's funny how y'all's OAE Taper, it's funny how y'all's have like, y'all are after the flying wing. I'm trying to get away from the flying wing. I just don't, it's a personal preference. I know Mark over there at NASA, he likes the look of the flying wing because he likes the stealth bomber. He does dig the stealth bomber. I have never dug flying wings as much into that. I mean, I understand that they work good. I understand they especially work good in real life thanks to fly-by-wire. Unfortunately, I can't put little wires in a little dude inside my plane. So, plus the fact I'm still working on making these things look real. So, real to me is the tail. I'm trying to get the tail back on. Granted, I would like some of these like this to fly better without the anhedrals, but it just doesn't happen. So they got to have those.
There we go. There we go.
Well, I mean, yeah, definitely.
There's that.
You try to get, I mean, it is to make sure it stabilizes without having like that. Just bettering the ones that you have. I get that. I mean, and again, the challenge is in tweaking the design. But I mean,
the challenge is getting a design that works.
Well, that's true too. But I mean, that's the whole thing. Is like you could still, tweaking your current, getting the design that works, and then getting, bettering the design once you have it.
Yes.
So,
yeah.
And I mean, yeah, obviously it is a big challenge to get a flying wing to cooperate on that spectrum, because you see what goes into making it work in real life. I mean, we practically only had 5 in the history of man flying. So.
Okay. So let's.
Even though basically every bird pulls it off.
Let's go back to that. There we go.
Oh yeah, where did our pilot go? There he is. Glad that's that giant one you were talking about, right? That one that's gonna like fill my table. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I'm scared of that, but looking forward to that. I'm working on exactly how the layout's going to be. I mean, I picturing stuff in my mind, but my current move, we've already started trickling stuff over there to the new base.
Yeah, because I mean mine was 30 minutes, and that was.
See, that's a pretty good truck too.
It was 30 minutes because that's how far you had to drive to get land. So.
Yeah.
I mean, I could understand that, it's going to be a drive, but man, an hour. Ooh.
Well, just from
I was trying to avoid that hour.
Well, like I said, that's from here. That's not from work. I mean, once we leave here, I'm not coming back here. So, you know.
Well, yeah, but that's
And
why
then again, once I start a business, I won't even be going to that job no more. So I won't even care. I'll be on my own time, so I won't give a crap when I start or how long it takes.
yeah, but
That being said, I'll probably still start in the morning, but you know.
well, yeah, because that way you can be done by like 2 o'clock.
Right?
Well, I'm not saying you have to be. I'm just saying it's
No,
the
but
days that
also,
I get done early. Yeah, like I'm like,
also it's a matter of actually, in a way it's beneficial because I'm kind of going where the work is. All of our work, or most of our work, seems to be happening north of Milwaukee. Not as far as I am, but if I'm going to be going there, I'll be there quicker than everybody else in the first place. So you know.
all right, that's number one for tonight.
Well, done. All right. Always got the little fins back there again, huh? Okay.
Yeah.
I was thinking about putting it on here, but it'd be a lot of tech on one bird, and I just want to test this out. If there's anything you learned, man, you can't put like 5 tech on one plane, or else you'll never know what is actually working.
Right. So that's why I'm gonna build this one because I know, like, I've got number one.
Right.
You know, I'm probably not gonna take that one out. I'm gonna stick with number two. Um,
You see these people? Our boy is finally grown up. He's like, he realizes he needs a test fleet.
and then I'm gonna build like two more like this, and then I'm gonna change it to where I don't put the fin in it.
Oh.
And I just do the STE and
Right.
see if that changes it any, and then go from there.
Indeed. Okay.
And
Okay.
then maybe change the anhedrals a little bit on the very last one
Yeah,
versus
that's the best bet, right?
just some small stuff
Right.
that I
No,
need
yeah.
to.
Tweak whatever I mean, just put on whatever ideas you got.
Yep.
The ones, that's why you want to build as many as you are, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, yes. So that's kind of what I wanted.
That's good. I mean, it's good of you to do, because again, you're testing it out. So like, when you finalize the design, like, okay, I'm going with this one. Is that, or maybe you like 2 or 3 of them, and you'll keep 2 or 3 of them. You're just like, I want to build these 3. The other ones are crap.
Right. And maybe I make this a little bit bigger. We'll see.
Right.
That'll be the next step.
Is there Ekron? You say is a name borrowed from the cards, right?
No.
Where'd you get it from? You mentioned it, but I forgot.
I actually got it from Avatar.
Okay. So is there any way? Damn, I don't remember the movie. Sir, if you do enlarge it, do you have a plan for what you call the enlargement?
I don't.
Okay. Just curious. Dude, how are you going to put all of that on a plane? Man, you're starting to make a beautiful plane there. An internal bomb bay, a tail, and pods with fins? Okay.
Dude,
Seriously.
I don't understand what he's doing over there. Like,
Damn.
are you just trying to assemble, like, an actual plane?
He is. I mean, it sounds like he's putting together like a complete variant. Like if it was a Hornet, it'd be an F-18G. So it's like, or I'm sorry, they call it the E-18G, but you know what I mean. It like, man, carrying all that, it's a good idea. It's just, man, you're right. Too much tech. You're gonna wonder where you start to draw the line. Although I still think actually, what he has there may still fly. Hey, we're still waiting on those videos, OAE. I want to see some of your birds in the air. Come on now.
All right, so there's number 2, but number 1 for the evening.
Robert, appreciate all the videos, by the way, too. I like watching yours fly. Those are like, there's some cool flights on there.
Yeah, like I ain't been able to get out there and do anything because it's been raining.
Mark, that wasn't intended to dig at you, man.
No, I know it wasn't.
You can't get out there.
Man,
But it is like, it's nice to see his flying. Like I enjoy some of the flight videos from everybody out there. I try to link to them, at our site so everybody can see them. But it's like some of these, like Roberts, just look good. So when he gets out there and they glint in the sky, yeah, that's nice. That's pretty cool.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
But you never added pods and fins on with fins on that. Do you have a way to keep track of how many you export? Like, do you have any idea? Robert, this goes to you too, though, but OAE especially, because he talks about that a lot. Do you guys have any idea how many you've exported? Like, to whom and how many? Or
Nope, not a
is it
clue.
just kind of like, I mean, that's the thing is like, like we realized here at our core, it's like, okay, once you put them out there, everybody can build them. So it's like, trying to keep track of everybody building them. Like, there's a gentleman's agreement between a couple of us, like when I build Mark's and when Mark builds mine, or Dalton with KA builds one of mine, or Marlo or John or something like that. We kind of have a gentleman's agreement. It's like we let each other know and then we can number it accordingly because it's a controlled environment. But once you put your video out there for all to build, it's like, I can't ask the world to say like, oh, you built 40 of them, people. Can you let me know what day and when? I'm not going to bother with that. It's like, screw it. They're just out there. It'd be too hard to track. I mean, other than buying, the world barcode scanners and putting barcodes on them and saying, just scan the plane so I know you've got it. How about that? And for that, we need a database.
You shut up. I knew you were going there. I knew you were going there. But even then, the database wouldn't work.
Well, if it was a global thing that you put out there for all to see on a some kind of server where they could upload to it. I mean, these things do happen. You can scan things and get. Well, I mean, it would have to come with the software, I think. But
well, that's what I'm saying. Like, they would have to have access into the database, which they wouldn't.
Right.
So then again, like, how are they going to be able to print the barcode and print everything for the plane if they don't have access to the database? Which,
once we become the multi-million conglomeration we choose to be, and send every member gets their own printer, zebra printer, or thermal printer, label printer with the laser gun. Oh, big dreams, people, big dreams. Just like I'm starting my own cat grooming business.
there you is.
Yep. You want to bathe the cat? You've heard how to bathe the cat, right? Stick it in a trash bag, tie it on it, throw it in the water, go buy a dog.
You're stupid.
A burlap sack, that's right, because you don't want to get clawed. My bad. I know. I'm sorry. I gotta, you gotta get it right on time. I mean, comedians get paid to joke about all the evil shit, So when the rest of us joke about evil shit, it's not funny, and you should be, burned at the stake. But when comedians do it, we throw money at them.
Yeah, I don't believe it. I don't agree with it one bit. Sounds like it's a conspiracy.
Hey, speaking of which, any of y'all out there heard the conspiracy about these 5G towers?
I have not.
I am floored by the stupidity that it's going to take for people to believe in this one. And I just want to know if any of you out there have heard it and believe it. And did you guys have these same problems when 3G came out? Because this is ridiculous. I mean, oh my God.
I'm trying to figure out what you're talking about, honestly, because I think I might.
Some people have started talking about how if you're near the 5G, you can feel it. And you may even be able to hear it. And I'm like, what? And for example, the latest one I heard was the 5G towers are causing the clouds to rise higher. So we're getting more rain? I'm like, wait a minute.
Really? Yeah, that's exactly what I believe. That sounds, completely factual.
Well, it does sound like the kind of thing that, the armadillo helmeted guys would go for, but I don't know,
I don't know if I can agree with that.
I'm just saying, because it's 5G, because where were you guys at when 4G came, or 3G? Because 4G, I don't think anybody made a peep. I never heard anything.
No, I never heard anything about it. But
I think I heard something about 3G.
but
Or
I
maybe
think
it was 2,
yeah,
but it's like, what, does it skip a generation?
yeah, something. But I think part of the issue was damn it. Part of the issue
Right.
for that, for the 5G, I think is more so. I thought it was like the radiation type thing.
Yeah, well, last I heard, 2 and 3G, well, okay, 3 and 4G at least, also had radiation.
I'm not
So
saying
it's
they
like,
didn't.
you know,
I'm saying that that's why people seem to be more.
yeah. And I mean, the thing is, the 5G people are worried about the towers, but don't seem to have a problem carrying the phone in their pants right next to their ball sack where the radiation could just take out everything in there. Oh, they ain't got no problems with that.
No,
But
why
they got
not?
problems with the damn towers. Really?
No.
You got problems with the towers?
Yeah.
I got a problem with the phone.
I got a problem with the phone not doing that. I need it to do that.
I know, that's what I'm saying. It's
I
like
need it to finish zapping.
It seems that the paranoia is aimed in the wrong direction.
I need it to finish zapping them, so they don't make any more.
Right? You would think these insecure dudes would be more worried about where the phone was than where the towers are. It's real simple. Just don't go climbing the towers, you dumbass.
I think the other issue, from what I heard, and I'm not sure if this is true, is just what I thought I read somewhere. Is the other issue was that they were having to put up more of them, and they were having to go into like some residential areas.
That doesn't make no sense because the transmission tower should be able to be wider dispersed than even 4 and 3G.
Well, that's what I thought. Like,
Yeah.
and I have seen, but I think they were going to put up more of them or something. I don't know. I thought I heard something along those lines.
It could be. I mean, some of the newest, I have to admit, some of the newest 5G towers I've seen actually do seem lower than all the rest.
And
like
maybe
closer to the ground.
And maybe that's what it is. Maybe that's where the stink is about. I knew that's what I heard something like that. It had something to do with the tower itself.
Okay.
And
I mean, that
whether
makes sense.
it was location or the size of it or something. I don't remember what I read, and it obviously I don't care enough to actually research it because it doesn't. We're moving in that direction anyways. We don't have a choice.
Yeah,
if we want faster service, we want better quality, we've got to move in that direction anyways.
Right, yeah.
So
like,
I'm not fighting
about it. Shut up. The videos are coming through without interruptions. It's like, shut up. You can keep your face in your phones all day now.
Yeah, you're
That's
going to have
what you want to do.
Yeah, you're going to have video quality that's, 100 times better than it was when cell phones first came out. Maybe 1,000 times better.
7G comes out.
Oh, I'll probably be dead.
I don't even think it's going to be called that by that point. It's going to have some new name. Because you can't stay with sequential numbering forever.
Well, I mean, they have so far. They have so far, right?
Eventually, you're going to start calling it the Ultra Delta Mega or Super Hyper Turbo.
The pancake.
Omni.
Listen.
Oh wait, did you enjoy my video taking that one out there? I heard you said the phone comments. Yeah, dude, I'm serious, man. That thing really made me angry, dude. Cause I don't know. I mean, yes, of course, I'm sure it was my fault, but I recorded a whole segment, and my finger must have inadvertently hit the stop on the record, so I only recorded 5 seconds of a 4-minute flight.
Yep. That was
going through this bullshit again.
Yeah, that was entertaining, by the way.
Like, dude, for real. Phones. The little whores. I hate them.
The three.
Well, you mount the mups that you plan on mounting, are they're close to the fuselage then, or you just... No, you mentioned that. No, I got you. You mentioned that before. You want to be able to put the pods on everything now, so they're basically taking precedence.
Oh crap! Well, I think this is going to be the one.
You should try to do those too, I think, because with the taping, I kind of like to see where that would happen between the two of you two. Like if you put Robert tapes his plane up, gives it the taper treatment, and then put pods on it. I mean,
you're just being funny
thinking,
now.
well, I mean, seriously. Well, I'm seriously thinking his planes would have like the least amount. The pods would have the least amount of effect on it. You know, it would barely notice them on board. The carriage would be like outstanding. He could probably get 4 pods on there easily. Oh yeah, you like to build like the planes you build typically. They're I mean, a lot of them. I mean, I don't know what your average size is, but you do have a lot of smaller planes, as well as the regular size. Even the regular size, and they to call it regular, but you don't have very many overly large. You've got like 2 or 3. The rest are a standard size, and even that isn't that big. So whenever you talk about adding the pods you added, we're all like, huh? Where do you find the room? I mean, I wouldn't want this thing. This phase 3 here, I've got it, again, standard size. It's about 8.5 inches long, and I think 6 inches wide, 4 inches wide. Yeah, 4 inches wide. Man, I wouldn't even put 2 pods on there. I'd be scared that you just weigh it down and screw it up. I would try it, but I don't think I'm going to get the same flights out of it.
Yeah, you ain't getting it.
And now, granted, it's like your Ekron and your plan you were saying, Mark. You're going to upsize something. Yeah, you can start going with all kinds of pods and everything. So,
yeah, I could probably put something on
I
there.
do believe pods are the way to go when you get bigger.
For what?
Well, I mean, again, if
I ain't moving. Why do I need a pod? I ain't moving.
What do you mean you ain't moving?
That's what the pods are for, right? You order pods, they drop them off at your doorstep, and you fill them up with stuff, and then they move them. I ain't moving, so I ain't using a pod.
You can put all your... Dude, you can put all your lint in there. Come on now.
Put all my chicken in there. I don't know what you're talking about.
Chicken?
Chicken. It's what's for dinner. Well, this one ain't going to have a tail because I jacked it up in the back by putting the date back there first. But putting the date back there first, so I didn't feel like redating it. So this is gonna be the one with out the tail, just the STE.
And you built one like that? That's the first one you built.
This is the first one, yeah. This is only number 3.
No, I know, but like
total.
Yeah. So you've always given them a tail.
Yeah. So yeah.
No, you weren't gonna start out that way with the first one, but I talked you into it.
Yeah, you talked me into it.
I'm evil like that.
Yeah. So this was going to be the original one right here. The STE, and that was it.
Yeah. So now this one could be the original. Without being the original, because the original now has this stuff.
Yeah. I mean, it's like a... Oh, man.
That plane should fly. Dude, that plane should fly really good, too. It's got a lot of wing width and not a lot of wing length.
I know.
So
that's what
I expect good things out of that.
That's what I'm expecting. I'm really expecting this to be like
muzzle
on the length of phase.
Good thing.
Like maybe not because it's shorter, but if I upsize this, I think I'm gonna get something. But I know that if I upsize it, it still has to be a square. That's the key to that plane, I think. I think that's the key for that one. Is that
it's the key? Yeah.
So even if I do a 10x10, which I've got to find a bigger piece of paper, but I got to do 10x10 instead of 6x6.
You don't have any coffee news or Chinese menus on hand, do you?
I mean, somewhere. But I'm sure.
Are you kind of set up right now, or?
Kind of. But I do have calendar paper that I could cut down if I really need to.
Okay. Well, I mean, I don't know if that was. You didn't grab it yet, so I didn't know if that was part of your plan tonight to build a bigger one or not. So.
No.
Okay.
So I need to test version 1 before I go on and build others.
Oh, yeah, yo. What the hell did I just do? This is that. It's not really going to cause anything. Okay, so... Oh, no, I get it. And, like, it fits with all of your planes because all of your planes have that tall fuselage. Once again, something I was talking about. I was going on about on a video. I was like, dude, man, these 1-inch freaking... I told you, I mean it too. I'm going to build 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 of your planes without this tall fuselage to see what happens.
It ain't gonna fly.
Well, I mean, like, I'm just picturing taking, like, one of his birds and, like, cutting, like, because there's 2 layers throughout the entire plane, for the most part, right? And I'm just thinking about any surface, the fuselage, the wing, or the anhedron, winglet, as you call them, and just cutting half the paper out and then folding it back out so that there's a complete box. Because it's like, 1 inch, 1 inch, 1 inch. So you just need another inch to make it a box. And let's see what happens there. Well, thank you, baby. I love you, baby. I did need you, baby. I can't see.
You can't see me.
I heard Hulk Hogan was banned from all AEW events now for life.
Really?
Yep.
For what?
Apparently he took the... Apparently, like, stuff that we didn't have, stuff that you or I did not have when we were kids, like the internet, Twitter, shit like that,
Yeah.
Twitter especially. Apparently Twitter is real. I mean, when you say shit on Twitter, that will kill everything because Twitter matters. I had no idea that Twitter matters. I had no idea you could hire, fire, call in sick. I mean, withdraw, deposit millions of dollars, make life-changing decisions all through a Twitter account. But apparently you can. So if you say anything bad about the black community on Twitter, oh shit, you're gonna burn at the stake. Because again, Twitter matters.
I wouldn't necessarily call it Twitter. I just call it social media in general.
No, it was Twitter in specific. Besides that, when you notice anybody making their fuck-ups, and usually that's what it is, fuck-ups, it's a tweet. Because those people, like the rest of us common people, are like thinking, well, it's just Twitter, who cares? Well, apparently, the rest of the fucking world. Because when you tweet it, oh my god, if it's bad, you're going to be persecuted like God knows what. I wasn't going to say the Jews, but I'm going to back off a little bit. But I mean, like, you will get thrashed if your tweet, it's called a freaking tweet. Why are we taking this seriously? But in the meantime, people take these things seriously, and you will get burned at the stake for whatever it is, your views on abortion, religion, childbearing, black people, whatever it is, you're going to get burned. So, by all means, please don't do it, because Twitter is real. Anyway, I can't believe something with the name Twitter is that real. That's what floors me. It's called Twitter. It's a twit.
It's a
Are
twit.
you freaking kidding me?
Oh, yeah, it's a twit.
Jesus Christ. I expect it out of Facebook. I mean, okay, yeah, I get it, all right? Too many people saying too many things, and you can make big statements on Facebook. You can't even, like, Twitter is only, like, you can only, like, say a sentence or 145 characters, right? It's, like, limited.
It is limited,
So how can you destroy a career on Twitter? I don't get it. It's Twitter. It's a little bird. For fuck's sake.
I love it. Sorry, I love it.
Anyway,
I love your rants on social media. They're great.
Yeah.
That's
Twitter. Hulk Hogan.
You know, it's funny. You went off on number 4, and I didn't have to.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. That one really. It's Twitter, man. God damn, it's a little bird. It's a little freaking bird. I mean, a little bird told me. Well, apparently that little bird just got you fired. You are done with life, buddy, because you twitted wrong.
You can't do it on TikTok either. TikTok, you can't do that stuff on TikTok either.
No, I know because it's kind of hard on TikTok because you go to TikTok your life.
Yeah, you can't do that TikTok.
Oops.
Because if you put it on TikTok, TikTok is real.
He's gonna do it a lot. That was not a thing.
TikTok. Yeah, if you put it on TikTok, you got problems. You put your problems on TikTok, and you're gonna have problems. Because TikTok, you can't do that.
Hey, can you get your mic? My drink there? Yeah.
Right. With the- like,
You know, the funny thing is I've never seen The Rock do that much, so.
you're right. I've never seen him do that. It must be like a thing that he does on his, like, outside of the camera.
Yeah, it's gotta be.
That
Dude, yeah,
only, like,
your Cobra has a 1.25 inch fuselage. The one that I built, I know was accidental, but mine's only an inch. Give me my drink. So, what were you growing? What were you in school? Out of class clown. Out of class clown. You know, out of class clown.
man. See, we
That
can
was
talk
Rock
about it, but we
Kevin
can't
Hart.
play the video because we'll get banned.
Yeah, we'll get banned for
Damn.
life because we tweeted wrong.
TikTok. Could put a TikTok video on YouTube.
That's what we should get. We should get everybody to do their best Kevin Hart impression on TikTok.
You know, I wonder if I did that. I wonder if he'd say something.
Of course you'd say so. He'd ban you from TikTok. He's like, get your ass off TikTok. You ain't TikTok. Let me show you how to TikTok.
I bet he would. That's hilarious. Oh, that's actually really funny. Oh, so funny. Like, Kevin was like, you know, what are you doing on your account? That's my account.
Get my account.
Get off my account. You can't TikTok. Get off my TikTok. It's my TikTok. What are you doing on my TikTok? I'm about to make a TikTok.
Now see,
Anybody want to make a
When
TikTok?
you go on there, when you're on there, when you build your, oh my god, I just cut it like a dick.
What are you talking about?
When you build yours, OE, I'm talking about yours. Like I said, you got the 1 inch, you got the 1.25 inch, or like you build these high fuselages. You do know, I mean, it's a stupid statement, but I mean, you do know that like building one with like, you know, say, I don't know, a half-inch fuselage, it would like completely alter the design of the plane. You literally can consider that a different aircraft entirely because you're like, instead of having equal amounts fuselage and wing, which you don't, but I mean it's close, you instead increase the wing loading because your wingspan is like so much greater. You have a half-inch fuselage. I mean, you could still stick with a 1.25 inch wing width, but man, that would look, I've never done that. That'd be an interesting test too.
You should put it on TikTok.
I should put it on TikTok.
Get a drink.
Get that drink over there. Yeah. You can bring me rag. You know what? Get that in
That's so funny.
You see, you got this weight, and you know, it's like you got this, and you gotta lift it, you know?
You were stupid, okay?
I'm not the one that made that shit up. I'm considering that when I'm thinking about like this one here, for example. Like this plane is turning out to be really small. So if I were to give it, say, a 1 inch fuselage, well, okay, I couldn't literally do that because the wings themselves are only 1.25 inch long. This is so 1.25 long. So if I were to give this an inch fuselage, I mean, it would like non-exist itself. It just couldn't be done. So, you know, I'll put it on TikTok. But okay, we got this. What am I building? I'm not building a damn thing here. I'm just kind of experimenting. I'm just experimenting. It's kind of like NASA's over there is experimenting. Hopefully y'all are experimenting too, cause
Something.
he's building something.
Ooh, I made it before the midnight cutoff. How about that?
Oh, is it that?
It's
yeah.
close.
12:43. Yep. Can you get another one done before then?
I might. I might be able to. We'll see. I
You
don't know.
guys are lucky you don't have to do that. Well, oh wait, Robert, you have to do that. You got to worry about the same thing he does because you're on the East Coast time. Oh wait, you don't have to worry about that if you're building planes with us when you watch this. Like,
Yeah.
you got no problems with the time zone.
Yeah, Mr. Matt. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm tracking you.
5G, baby.
Oh yeah. This one.
Oh, so
Oh
they
yeah. I
have higher
like
wing
that.
loading.
I like that one. I did this one a little bit different. Oh, this one. This one. Oh yeah.
My God, it's a complete triangle.
What? This?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's still an Ekron.
Well, it is. I just slanted the fuselage.
Oh, good
That's
God
all I did.
Almighty. Man,
And
that changes the complete
oh
design
yeah,
of the bird.
it did. It did. I didn't actually intend for it to be slanted, but it totally did. Boom. Cut that. Cut that. Oh, isn't that cute? Look at that little bed right there. Look at that.
He's like a proud daddy over there with his newfound creation.
Alright, let's put these little ones on here. I think this one actually might fly pretty well too.
So, no, what I was getting at though was, oh, wait, you were talking like, okay, so the Super Dart and the Phantom are the ones with the like bigger wing loading and the smaller fuselage.
Alright,
Yep.
so let's date it. Alright, so this is number 4, right? Yeah, because that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, yep. So this is number 4.
Oh, speaking of which, before I forget this, too, let us apologize for the missing of last week. I know I could have done the show myself too, but we were kind of in the middle of some things, so
Oh yeah.
you know, he was gone for the week, and he said he would be, but I was hoping to do the show, and then they're kind of in the news and stuff, so finalizing, you know, the sale of the house and everything. So apologize for that, but we weren't on. We're gonna come back strong on Friday, and we didn't. So,
Yeah,
we're
I was
good
still I was still out of town until like I said, Tuesday. So
now. Right.
that's 1, 2, 3, number 4.
It is very crucial that you get a good pair of scissors. You must have a good pair of scissors to do pretty much anything that we do. Today's tip: get you a good pair of scissors.
And a good X-Acto knife.
And a good pair of X-Acto knife. Well, pair. Get you a nice little kit. It doesn't have to be. I mean, dude, razor blades are razor blades. You can get razor blade from anywhere. But I mean, like any cheapo little kit will get you done. You know, get you stuff. Just make sure that you get enough backup that you can cut some things. Because yeah, the X-Acto knife will definitely save your life in some situations.
Yeah, I use it for like cutting tape, like off the nose and getting delicate cuts, like those type of things.
Yeah, it is. It is a lifesaver in most cases. But there are other cuts you couldn't make. Like if you were gonna certain cuts that you do, like once the plane is made, if you want to make some in the body or in the wing or something like that, that you wouldn't normally be able to do, you could do with the X-Acto. So, by all means, kids, invest in cutting utensils.
Don't stab yourself. We didn't say that.
But be responsible about using them. So, it gave me an idea. You sitting there making those little straightlets back there, and then I'm making tails. I just thought of something with this that I'm willing to try. And I can't believe, but what if, okay, so I gave it what we call the UFRs, the upright fins on the rudder, in the back there, same little tail. And he's been putting the strakes on his. What if the plane had both?
What?
Now, I couldn't illustrate it with this one because this thing is less 6 inches long, so
Yeah.
only 3 inches wide. This one is smaller. This one is substantially smaller.
Yeah, this one's 6 inches long by 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 inches wide.
Oh. So, wow, they're about the same size.
Yeah. 6 inches long? Is that what you said?
Yeah, 6 inches. This thing is exactly 6 inches long to the tips, though.
Yep.
And
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Because I'm like,
And-
it can't be longer than me cutting it because it's a 6x6 paper.
well, you could if you Delta Diamond it, but those don't Delta Diamond.
No, I don't Delta Diamond it for that reason.
Because I'm tired of Delta Diamond.
I am. I'm so sick and tired of them.
Man, I was so looking forward to you being one of those first kind of guys who, like, every design you had, you figured out a way to make a Delta Diamond for every situation. That would have been really cool.
Well, Spider was there.
Well, so was Vortex. And Viper, for that matter.
Yeah, but Diablo was not.
What do you mean to modify? Oh, you want me to modify the license built? Okay. I'm working. What? Wait, what? Well, I will. I have not forgotten. I got to do something. I don't know which one it is. We'll end up doing, right?
What you talking about? Okay, so we're at an hour. Okay.
Yeah, we fine
Well,
so far.
yeah, but I can't.
How many have you built?
I built 3.
Well, hell, you were talking about 10.
I was talking, minimum 5. So I'm gonna give you guys 2 more, and then I'm gonna have to call it a night because I gotta get up.
Okay,
Super
he's
early.
got to get up.
I gotta get up super early, so. But yeah, I'll give you guys at least 2 more Ekrons.
So he'll have his fleet bit ready if it ever stops raining.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, we're working on. You're working on the wrong things. Paper planes. You should be working on paper boats.
Yeah. Right now, I need to help me get out to go to work in the morning.
My man, building it hard. We're getting out of here, man. The alligators and lions ate all the antelope, gazelle, and deer. What am I supposed to do now? Well, survival of the fittest, yada, yada, yada. Antelope, deer, guess you didn't make it. Oh. Okay, so we're looking at it. What's he doing? I'm kind of thinking, like, how I do want to modify the plane. Do I really want to make my license build the first modification? What I'm talking about? Do I really want to just simply cut the fuselage down, or do I want to give it some tech of some kind that I've played with? I mean, I'm really itching to change the canard somehow, because the canard doesn't sit well with me. I mean, like, I dig what it does, and I do admit I dig how it looks, and yet by the same token is like, I so badly want to flip that thing around because it looks like it's going backwards forward, and that's the bothersome part. I'd like to fix that. So I don't know where my modifications are going to start. I literally might just do the what we were talking about, that bigger, just enlarging the fuselage, I guess. Keep it simple. So, see where we go from there. I don't know if I'm going to use an existent design or one of the ones I've built already, or build a new one. Just because, like, sometimes I kind of like to leave well enough alone. I mean, if I know I built it and it works and it flies good, I don't usually like playing with it. But in this one's case, it's like, oh, building a new one just to play with it. That'd probably be a good thing, you know, so I haven't decided. Probably not going to build too many more new birds, because any more new ones I'm going to have to transport over. The collective sigh of relief going up, you know, but...
Yep.
I'm having to build those things. What are you doing over? So are you building it or what?
Oh, yeah. I'm contemplating.
He's contemplating. Okay. Yeah,
I'm also clearing out my notifications.
Notifications?
Yeah, like, on your phone. Because
yeah, on
I'm
Twitter?
no,
On Twitter?
no,
So you don't want to get caught and lose your life?
nope,
Your license to tweet?
nope. But my phone died, so that's good.
Oh.
See, that's one way to clear them out. I'm that type of person that I can't let my notifications just sit on my phone and like be there. It drives me nuts. Like the ones that I got down here, I can't. I gotta get rid of them.
Sad, yeah. Hey, I'm doing it too, though. Like, I'd like to see, speaking of that, though, I'm waiting to see, like, what you guys can do to modify some of mine. You know, whichever one it is you happen to build. I mean, I suppose in this case it would probably be Cirrus or Nimbus, because I know those went out there. But Phase 1 as well, because I know Phase 1's been out there on the show. I've released the official how to build on Cirrus and Nimbus on my channel, but I haven't done, like, Phase 1 was officially brought out here on the show, so. And obviously any of these times here, like, I'll probably change the title, as a matter of fact, on this one, in this case, I'll probably change the title to indicate that how to build on Ekron is practically here. I mean, he's not giving us step-by-steps, but he's doing it in front of us, so.
Yep, that is true.
If you guys have some ideas for checking this thing out, build one, let everybody know, and like see what we can do here, because he's only built so many Ekrons, so
Yeah, that's number 4.
you're just you're stripping them down, just making base models. You're not putting like modifications on them. Okay, that's fine. Hey, dude, new designs are new designs. You don't need to always modify present design. Doesn't always have to be tech. Doesn't always have to be upgraded somehow.
Yeah, I'm doing it that way because I want to know if the base model flies.
No, yeah, of course, because you haven't yet. I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, the way you build it out
I
now,
don't believe
the base model isn't even the base model. The base model actually comes with the damn stray clips. I mean, it's up to you how you want to do it.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think I've flown this one outdoors.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. Modified version of other planes. Okay. Got you. Well, sometimes some people say, you know, when you build them and when they show you how to build the ones that they have, they like, some people willingly say, like, I've taken this as far as it can go. And it's like, sure, for them. And maybe they're stumped. So they put it out there for you guys to play with, and it's like, well, what if you did this? And that'll be something they've never thought of. So that's why I think it's always good to get it out there, just because, like, you may have stalled on the design, and it's like, there's so much more you can do with it.
Yep.
Well, and a prime example is this 3 that I just built. I mean, I put holes in them, but it's always been like a singular hole in various places. It's never been a Dragon Teeth design. I'm definitely going to go with another version that has more of these, and then another version that has less of these, just to see what kind of plates I get out of this. I've never thought about doing this before, and then again, like I said, I've got a little bit of literature on this thing, so once I read about it, I was like, okay, I'm going to try that, see what happens. same thing with these. You know, this is a phase 6, but um, you'll notice if you've seen some of the pictures or you've seen any of the videos. I don't have too many videos of the same plane. I've got some pictures of it. 6s don't typically look like this, so trying to get this one out. This is all because of the other one that's like laying around here somewhere. I don't know where the hell it went. But the design was too cool to pass up. And I knew chances were that it wasn't going to turn out well with a phase because phases don't really kind of, they're too small to translate out anything that you create large. So, and I mean, I say that like lovingly because I do love the plane. It makes a great testing platform for all kinds of technology, and yet by the same token, its size kind of limits it. It's one of the main reasons why I did upsize to be a cargo plane and a bomber, because there was some technology I just could not put on this thing, this size, at 6 inches, or excuse me, 8 inches by 4 inches. So, that is one of the things. It's 8 by 4? Yeah. I'm not drunk, I'm just drawing that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I said
landing gear is kind of cool. I'd like to try more with the landing gear.
I said I was going to do that with that.
About that. All of us have mentioned something about landing gear. It would be cool to try to, like, you know, develop a plane or at least a system that fits on every plane to have landing gear. You really need.
What am I gonna do?
But by the same token, there's some planes you can just build that, like, the winglets or something will just hold them up anyway. So.
Is that? Yeah,
I mean,
that's that one.
Yeah, it's cheating, but you could call it that. You know, you could call those landing gear just as easily as the rest of the stuff. I really kind of want to get those out there, even with the humidity levels. Well, humidity levels, like you can't wuss out on the humidity levels. That's the whole thing. I mean, because when you was a kid and you went out there and threw a plane, you didn't care what it was like. You just went out there and threw it. And I'm definitely not going out there with discomfiture. I'm just thinking too much about the care of the plane. You don't have to. They'll survive. You know, it's not like you're going to go out there and like trash them because they were out there for 15 minutes. I mean, come on. If you keep them flying, the air flowing over will do them a lot better than, say, leaving them in a pool.
Yes, you know? Yes. Setting them on the ground and just leaving them there.
Right. So, and admittingly, for those of us that like have to travel to get to a bigger flight area, this does make a little bit of a difference because you can't simply just bring out a box or two, you know, and leave them there while you're flying others because they're still technically sitting on the ground. And you're out there because you're like, any of you that have done this, you've done this, right? I mean, you've gone out, if you go out to a park to fly, you take a bunch of them. So you know that since you've spent the time for the trip, you want to make it worth your while, so you just like, I got to get all these flown, So you'll leave them out there while you fly another one. You know, you might not go out there and immediately retrieve every plane. And therein lies that problem. Whenever you take the trip, you do bear the problem of ground level humidity tearing them up because you are letting them lay there. I mean, sure, you could take the time to like fly it, get it, bring it back, put it in the box, take another one out. But none of us do that. I mean, maybe y'all do. I don't know. Dude, I throw the hell out of stuff. Usually there's 40 or 50 planes sitting on the ground.
Yep.
And see,
before we go retrieve them.
Before we go retrieve them, right. And that's a little bit of the problem. When you make a trip, it's different than, say, if you have your own yard and you could just fly them, and then not only can they go back in the box, they can go back into the safety of the house, you know. So, again, one of the reasons why it's a little bit easier as a kid. When you're a kid, living with your parents, you can just like, I'm going out to fly, you know. Well, assuming, of course, your parents had a freaking yard. If they didn't, well, then you still live with the same problem. But, you know, but also as a kid, you just don't even give a crap. First of all, you build a 15-second plane. Second of all, you build 30 of them, and they're all pretty much the same. Then you throw them and they get in a tree, and you're like, damn it, and you go on to the next one. You really just don't care. It's when you get to the level of having like 6, 7, 1,000 of them, and you start to know them by their numbers, and then you lose one, because you knew that one was like, man, that was a great flyer 30 years ago. That's when it gets to be a problem. So like, wait a minute, back up. Oh, you were talking about like, okay, so you like, have you thought of something that's like a plan form that goes on a plane that acts as landing gear that can be taken off like in flight? or it deploys. KIA was talking about something just like this. Matter of fact, the other day is he was thinking about. I gotta ask him if he actually put up his sheets. He was working on his sheets, updating his inventory because he had an idea too about some planes that has. You guys have seen his deployable winglets. He has a plane that actually used it on Exile. He's got a few planes that have deployable winglets, but he has something else where it basically changes the shape of the wing in flight. So this has got to be, this is up Y13's area of expertise, but kind of anxious to see exactly what he came up with there too. I can think of like, I mean, something that would, say, sit on the bottom of the plane and hold it per se, you know, so like it'd be land on it, but by the same token, it would have to be something that I suppose the plane could use while it's in flight, like a set of canards, like a lower set. But it's always so tricky with these because, I mean, your standard plane here, if you put what's essentially a bi-wing, another set right here that just sits flush with a little straight bit of winglet on the tip so that you could land on it, just sits there. I mean, again, great for landing gear. Not so great for flight. I've tried bi-wings. They don't work too well. Oh man, just what we need, a taller plane from you. Oh, you didn't think 1 1/4 is enough, huh? You want to go with like 2? 2 inches. I'm going to love you, baby, for the full 2 inches. Where is it? R05, okay.
The best that I can.
Oh, you talking about booty in the homepage?
Of course. Who else
would
would
put somebody else's music on your video? You have to give them credit, or else you can't like monetize it because you have to give them credit. So, or else the YouTube will crack down on it or whatever.
Yeah, but we're not even trying to monetize the videos, and.
Well, I know, and they say like they're not worried about it. They just want to let you know the warning is out there in case you do, but we're not, so it's not that big of a deal. Because I've seen that, and that's what they say. It's like you can't monetize this because you use this, blah blah blah. Like, well, we have it anyway, so screw you, hippies. But the thing, I get like, okay, so you can't put any music, but we could sing anybody's song we want to, as bad as we want, but then we can get a problem.
The best that I can.
See, that's what I mean. Like, really, where is the line drawn here?
It's probably it's usually the actual music itself, because you can't even use the acoustic version.
Okay,
or not the acoustic, but you know the.
As a joke, all of our intros from now on should be somebody hideously karaokeing and butchering a song.
Oh my goodness, that would. Oh.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I gotta send that to John.
That'd be terrible.
Oh my god, dude, y'all are. Oh man, Mark, I'll show you this one after the show. Y'all gonna love this.
All right, well, I made 4. So I'm at a total of 5 for Ekron. 1, 2, 3, 4,
Yub.
5. Yuba stink.
Yub. I hate how close the letter B is to my space bar. You did make a triplane earlier, and how did that work? Earlier? What do you mean earlier? Like earlier in your career? It was a bit. Yeah, I bet it was, dude. Because biplane wings usually don't work too well.
5.
I've made a phase 1 into a bi-wing. I made a phase 2 into a bi-wing. Excuse me. And boy, it sucked balls. The biggest, bluest.
Can I steal this until I find mine?
Yeah.
it doesn't translate out well.
Wash
And
it.
if you've made them, you know like why. I mean, okay, you can't do these. You cannot do these because there's too much wing area. And if you put another duplicate wing on like a planform on the bottom, oh, you mean early today? Why did I try planes today? Wow. Okay. Seriously, this is why I want to see videos, man. I'd love to see how that malfunctioned. Did it fly?
How in the world does he have time for this? Oh
Where
wait.
the hell is my? Where's my sound clip?
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Apparently. God, now he gets that one right. Sound clip, man. Anyway, so but you can't. The thing is, like, if you biplane it or triplane it, you can't do it with wings like this. It would only have to be like a wing this much, you know, like the forward, and it probably had to be swept because you've seen biplanes from the past. They're only really over, you know, this little area, and sometimes they're stagnant. But you can't do. Yeah, there he is. Only 5 minutes too late. Thank you very much. You can't do these. It doesn't. It just doesn't work. Man, that looks cool. You got that fleet over there, dude.
Well, you know.
And again, I imagine it would be. I mean, because, man, I'm having a hell of a lot of drag and not too much plane. What, Mark, you tape all of those down?
What do you mean?
You taped the tops of those
Yes.
wing pockets and
Yes.
stuff? You taped all of those down? Okay.
Yes.
Just a little bit or all of it?
Just just the corner.
Oh, okay. Are they heavy?
No. And the tape doesn't add that much, like you can barely tell.
Okay, but you taped the nose together.
Yes.
Okay. Man, those things probably fly really good.
Yeah, the heavier ones like these, they actually don't even notice it really
Like
that much.
these, he says.
Like, well, you can't see it, but they can. So the heavy ones, like this one and this one, the wing pocket tape, you can. I mean, it's probably not even going to notice it. These lighter ones and this one, like these three lighter ones, I'm wondering if it's going to notice it. But I still use very little tape. Like it's just a small little. It's actually like a little square that I cut in half, and I used it on each side.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So
you're trying to make sure the tape that you do use is like a smaller piece, right?
Yeah.
Because you're already taping the nose. You probably don't want to add too much more weight
Right.
than you already have.
Right.
Okay. I got you.
Yeah.
And I'm sure that's probably key to the design. It's like
I'm
crucial to
hoping
make
this
sure-
pink one. I'm hoping this pink one right here actually flies the best. Because it has the.
How come? Oh.
Because the way that I folded it, I folded the anhedral slant, or not the anhedral slant, the fuselage slant is slanted up, and it also creates this little lip right here with the tail. So if you look
With
at it
the
from
tail?
so if you look at it from the back, I don't know if you can see that.
Yeah, no, I got you. Yeah.
So it creates that little nifty
It's
little.
not all the way up by the wing. It's like a little bit of fuselage back there.
Yeah, just a tiny bit.
Okay. I got you.
Yeah,
I
it's
see what you're
tiny,
what you're stepping in.
tiny bit back there, but it flows right with the. It's right with the actual tail itself. So I want to see how that actually does. Because it creates like a little W back there.
A little W.
Yeah.
Just what George was. A little W.
Yeah. You stupid. A little W back there.
That ought to be pretty cool.
That's a little pink slit right there. Look at that.
Yeah, I know. It looks pretty good. It's delectable.
Could probably use that later.
Yeah, you think?
Just got to be careful.
Yeah, I know. You don't want to put too much pressure on it.
I don't want to get cut.
Yeah, well, that too.
But yeah, we do that.
Now, one last question on these. Do you have a place to hang them?
I actually, I have a place, and I have this, and I have. Oh, where'd it go? It's right here. Okay.
I'm getting him for this, people. I'm getting him.
Yeah, yes. Yeah, I know what you're saying. I have the stuff right here. I have the twine right here, the yarn, and the clothes hangers right there. I just haven't hung it up yet because I don't know exactly where at in here I want to put it. But I have plenty of room.
You could, you could. Those are like 1 through 5 right there, right?
Yeah, that's 1 through 5.
You could put XP on a couple of those if you want, because they are going to be like, since the first one and second one, they're like permanent experimentals. You could code those XP if you wanted.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
You said it was time now.
Well, yes. So I mean, that's my plan. Something going forward. I'm gonna get everything done, but I gotta find out what it is and what it flies and how it flies and.
Well, that's what I mean. Is like those would be good for XP because they really are. You don't know what they do yet, so.
Yeah, but I don't want to do that. And it's a really good platform for more technology too.
Oh yeah, it is. Yeah, you could definitely. That is a good build for tech. I can think of a lot of things that would go on there, especially since you're using STE. So basically, just about anything Phase has got, you can put on there.
Yep, I'm thinking about some strakes in the front on this one. You know, I just got to see how these fly.
So stop raining, damn it!
I know. I gotta get. If it wasn't raining tomorrow, I mean, I definitely throw them in the car tonight and go at it. But I'm pretty sure it's gonna rain tomorrow. I am gonna throw the golf clubs in the car just in case, but I think it's gonna rain tomorrow.
Yeah, it seems to be your pattern.
Yep, and
well, obviously because he's got so many Vulcans. I mean, he could turn out to be the same way with Ekrons. It could be like Mark 30 before,
yeah,
too terrible long.
But yeah. So appreciate you guys coming out. We got our hour and a half in. Don't know about you getting your hour and a half in, but we got our hour and a half in.
Well, yeah. No, we tried.
It was later.
Talkage in there.
It was later.
OE, thank you for showing up. Matt, Robert, thank you for showing up. Appreciate that, guys.
Appreciate it. You gotta spread the word, spread the love, spread the word.
What's up, D?
Oh, now he wants to show up.
Damn.
That's what happens when you show up late.
Damn. Damn. You gonna break that painting? Damn.
Just.
Damn.
That's just what happens. So, appreciate you guys stopping by.
Yes. Thanks, guys.
Do you want to send it off?
And as always, keep them flying.